Hi Ottoman gardeners, in today's exciting spotting video we'll be discussing 5 veggies you should grow in your own garden to spark some gardening interest in young kids. So let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So Ottoman gardeners, the big question in this video is how can we involve younger generations into gardening activities? Well, that's simple. There's 3 main activities you would like to incorporate kids nowadays to spark interest towards gardening, which is seed starting, transplanting, and harvesting. All those 3 activities will spark so much interest into these kids' mind that they would like to do it over and over again, and maybe in future reference show other kids and other younger generations how to do it themselves. So how can we accomplish this goal? By growing vegetables that spark more interest into kids' mind, that are fast growing, low maintenance, and require the bare minimum. Those are the vegetables we want to grow, so in no time we'll be able to call our kids and harvest them. And so I'll be discussing 5 different vegetables that are best to grow when you want to spark interest in gardening for young generations like kids nowadays. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the first location, which will be showcasing the first vegetable. So Ottoman gardeners, the first vegetable I would like to showcase, which is the most easiest and more interesting plant for me, is beans, especially green beans. So here I have the Triunfo Violetto pole beans from Burpee Gardening. These I actually planted not too long ago. I think it was a month or so ago, maybe in the January, December, ending of December, around there. And look at these beans. Super fun, super easy to grow, low maintenance, disease resistant. And so this is the type of thing you want to grow when it comes to kids. They'll be able to pick the vegetables right off the vine, and you want to try to get interesting colors like this purpley dark burgundy color. You don't want to try to get easy colors such as the green beans or the white cauliflower. Try to experiment with new varieties to spark more interest for younger generations. So like, look at this. I would be so interested in growing this. So once again, number 1 is beans. So Ottoman gardeners, plant number 2 is tomatoes. So tomatoes are super fun to grow because they're low maintenance, disease resistant, and they're super easy to start from seed as well. So here I have a Black Prince tomato from the MI Gardener. So I actually won this in a giveaway that another gardener was hosting, and I started this from seed, and we already have tomatoes everywhere. So once again, spark interest in younger generations by growing unique colors, not the regular red tomatoes. Try to grow purple, orange, white, yellow, mixed colors, so they can spark interest even more. Color is a huge thing because it is a visible thing. Once they see something visible like that and they know that they're able to pick it, that is the huge key when it comes to harvesting and growing food like this. So once again, the plant number 2 is tomatoes. So Ottoman gardeners, coming at plant number 3 is corn. Corn is one of those plants you do want to grow because they are super easy to germinate, very low maintenance, and they require the bare minimum when it comes to growing. And harvesting is super fun because each stalk produces up to 3 ears of corn, and the varieties are endless. This variety right here, I believe, is Sweet Ambrosia. I think it's actually, you gotta have it from Gurney's, if I'm not wrong, because I had 3 varieties, Wild Violet and Sweet Ambrosia, and then Gotta Have It. So I think this one's actually Gotta Have It from Gurney seed. That's the longest seed I had. And so I have an entire bed full of this type of variety of corn, and I am super fun. And there's a variety that is specifically made for popcorn making, so there's a huge win in my book when it comes to that. So once again, plant number 3 is corn. So Ottoman gardeners, coming at plant number 4 is cauliflower, and any type of cauliflower. There is 4 varieties, I believe so. That is white, yellow, green, and purple, I believe so. And that is super fun to grow because it's low maintenance, disease resistant, require the bare minimum, and harvesting is so huge because you see this big plant and you see the cauliflower in the middle. Visuals is a huge thing once again when it comes to young generations and sparking interest in them. Visuals. So actually, cauliflower is one of the best ones to grow. So let's go ahead and move on to the final plant, number 5. So to main gardeners, coming at our last and final plant is sweet potatoes. You might be wondering, why is sweet potatoes on this list? Well, such an easy answer why. Number one, it's a root crop, so you won't be able to see anything from the top surface, but when you dig below, once again, visuals. So sweet potatoes flower and everything, but when you dig them up and you find these big tubers, visuals, visuals, visuals. They'll be able to see that and they'll be like, I grew that. And they would want to do it over and over again. And they would learn so much from that that you would be surprised. And so sweet potatoes and any other potato is great for young generations because low maintenance, super easy to grow. These were actually started from cuttings. So these are sweet potato cuttings. And they are super affordable. If you have a friend that has like potatoes or something like that, pop them in the soil and you just wait and see. Just wait and see, and you'll see that you'll spark so much interest into young generations like kids nowadays that they'll be wanting to be in the garden 24/7, which is what we want. So once again, super disease resistant, low maintenance, and super easy to take care of. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video. So to main gardeners, that's going to be it for this exciting sprouting video. Once again, I covered 5 veggies that are best to grow when you want to spark gardening interest into young generations. I know me myself, I'm considered a young generation because I'm only 15, but we have to think of the gardeners ahead of us. And so we have to go ahead and teach them at a young age in order for them to know the best knowledge at future dates so they can use that knowledge and spread it with other generations. So hopefully you guys found something interesting in this video. If you did, please leave a like down below. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing to show your amazing support towards the Ultimate Gardening channel. And please share with your friends and families to help other generations learn where their food comes from. But not only that, learn how to grow it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And never forget to grow big, Ultimate Gardeners. Bye guys.